bit out of the directing role, but actually, your faces are lighting up more because she is. And you're performing more. Visually. And you're more involved. However, if I'm listening to you, there's one thing that I'm going to be waiting in the weeds to grab is precision. You know better. And that is, attacks and releases can be taken care of by breaths. And that's the breath that you take to release the phrase and starts the next phrase is the same breath. We've talked about this a lot. You know what I'm going to say is that if you don't have enough breath at the end of the phrase, that means you aren't taking the sneak breath or the catch breath somewhere in the middle of the phrase. And some of you need to be taking catch breaths. You can't be heroes anymore because you aren't 22 anymore. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. As you mature, you can't do that anymore. Senior people.
Yeah.
That's just the life. You'd be surprised how many breaths I take in the Circle City Sound Chorus these days. I don't tell them I'm getting old, I'm just getting more mature. But I will tell you, I'm smart. I always have breath at the end of the phrase. I always have enough at the end of the phrase because I know when to take the breath. And some of the young bucks that I sing around say, okay, you take it early and I'll take it later. And that's the tenor of the instant classic, and I worked that out. So that's how smart, come on now, that's pretty good singing. But the point is, think. You got 4 judges who are gonna go after you like a dose of locusts towards a light. If you don't clean that up. You're doing so many other things right, they're gonna grab that because that's about what they're gonna go after, because that's about all they can go after. Now the baritones cleaned up their part. Seriously. You're singing in tune. You don't go flat horizontally. Vertically, there's a whoop. Nice job in front. Yeah, that's good work. Be careful, young lady.
Too loud?
Just don't get excited.
Okay.
Well done. Every once in a while you forget. Where you get in trouble is at the end of the phrase when you forget to keep the support under it. Then my brother goes like that. I know. So you and I are in the same boat, only I'm more mature than you are by a lot. The point is, just don't let that happen. You've got opportunities at the yin yang to take the little sneak breaths all along. But make sure because when you are supporting it, vibrato's always going to be there. I've never told you you had to take it out. Forget that. Whoever told you that, tell them, just ignore them. But just make sure you keep the breath under it. Okay? Because you don't want some singing judge that thinks he knows what he's talking about to tell you, well, you're not supposed to. I know what you're doing. You're doing it right. Just forget. So yourself told. I love what you're doing. You're great. All right, now, but always have enough air at the end of the phrases so they work. And also that transition, that overlap will be one of those impressive things that you ever did in the ballad, when you guys do that nice swipe and the leads take the lead. Doggone it, just make sure you're doing that. There's no reason why every one of you can't do that. The swipe into where the leads take the melody. That is so slick when you do it right. It's even more slick when she's, see? So it works. Now and I thought that the first part of it with the dynamics were better than they were, and you just need to keep implementing. Okay? Don't slip back to the way you used to do it, because it was monotonous. Now it has some flavor, it has some meaning, and it's a lot more of a meaningful first half. The second half works because there's variety. The leads have it, then it goes back and forth, and it ends up with, and by the way, faces don't slide down. Stay up, because the chord just goes kapaka. It's really a rare, unless you got Myers. There was this gal in California who could sing bass with men. Honest to God, truth. She had a low C. I mean, a real low C.
Eat your heart out.
I think Wendy was joking.
Anyway, she's sitting with men once in a while, and they don't. Anyway, but, there's no reason, I'm glad we caught it, because the swipe is neat, but it isn't neat. When you guys are all up in that first octave, it just rings. It's really good. Stay with and with things like that, that's the thing. You know, this isn't the same chorus I was here last month working with. That's how improved you are. And there's so much right. When I come back on May 5th, or whatever it is,
29.
I do that, May 29th, I expected you to be that much better. You just proved that you can. How many will you have on stage?
18.
That's plenty. And knock the socks off. You can sound like 30 the way you're singing. True. You can sound like 30. And welcome. I know the chorus from which you came from.
We do.
Yes, I'm glad you're here.
They just combine with spirit. I was talking to one of my
That's
friends.
what I heard.
They just from the beginning of the year, they just completed the double chorus.
Yes, you did well.
Spirit of Detroit, is Leanne still directing it?
Yes.
Oh.
And you did well. We're very happy to have you. I know the girls will really get to know how special you are. We need about a half a dozen more like it. Special. We're not done, but I just want you to get it. You know, you're a whole different level of coaching. And it's kind of like, in the beginning it was like, okay, you need to sing this way, you need to do this, you need to do this. But now you're at a different level. You're at a level where we're talking about artistry. I don't talk too much about vocal anymore, do I? Well, guess what? That's where you are. So. It's good open. Okay. Now, any questions about anything that I've asked you to do so far in this coaching session before we go? Okay, I get that. Anybody? Okay, you're totally scared. Okay. All right. Now, I get that you're all dressed up as men and women. Okay. How'd you do your hair?
I had some surgery to take out some skin cancer.
Melanoma?
It was basal cell, but it's gonna, I know.
I just had the same. It froze my ear.
Well, they froze my ear, but then this was actually surgical, and it's got like a skin graft that's still healing, and it's taking forever.
I know. Welcome to the club. Okay. All right. I would like to go back to the ballad. Not to the ballad. I'd like to go the transition from the ballad to the up-tempo. Awesome. I would like to do that one more time. I'd like to do the end of the ballad and start the up-tempo. I'd like to see that one more time, just for my benefit, because it really kind of surprised me, and I loved it. I loved it.
Only if there was.
They are helpful at times. I have hard work, so I took my glasses off. Let's start, the word leads go.
Yeah, start there.
Let's start there.
Change just a little bit, and we want just a few more steps.
Well, that's what I'm looking at too, like.
We're getting to basics.
Everyone is recorded.
See, if we're using electronic, you won't have to worry about running out of breath if I do. I just really want to.